Huh?
It is run by the Supreme Council that is making most of the big decisions on Iran's future and its future policies and so on. And the president and the foreign minister,
So for munchies or what?
which is appointed by the president,
Munchies.
would have a seat at that table.
That's
So
that
they would
guy
at least
with,
have
that was
voice in
Lassie.
that elite position,
And
in
he
that
said,
elite
yeah,
body
almost.
To maybe
I
have
told him I
a
was
little bit of influence.
almost
But
the
you're
original.
absolutely right. They
I
would
thought it
not
was the
have
original
much to say
Gambit
over
Jim.
crucial issues
And I found out Star
like
Trek beat me to it.
foreign policy.
I was like, you bastards.
We just have a couple seconds here, but
Started
is there
laughing.
confidence it'll be a fair election?
I mean, who knows?
He looks like that actor kid.
Cheated once
So Lindsay was telling me
and it really backfired. So I
that
think
she's
they'll
running the
be
store
afraid
over
to
here
do that.
because the two other managers had to go to Kremlin because the entire crew walked out at that store.
It's been a pleasure.
Kremlin's a long fucking drive.
Yeah.
I mean, from Steamboat it's a long drive, but from Craig it's really long.
Yeah. They must have gone there and got a motel room or something.
I don't know what they did, but I guess they're there for a couple of weeks. So she's running the show over here. I'm like, well, that's good. That means things are going to get ordered and stocked, and the store should look really good. She's like, well, of course.
CPR News and KRCC keep you in the know. Listen at work, wherever you're working. Just ask your smart speaker, play CPR News to stay connected at home.
I'm Michael McGuire, Dean of University College, DU's College of Professional and Continuing Studies. We sponsor CPR because we both value lifelong learning, diverse perspectives, and inclusive communities. Like University College, CPR provides insight so we can all make informed decisions about the important issues facing our world. And our students tell us they appreciate our support of this value.
You're not white.
Sponsorship is an investment in the vitality of our students. More at CPR.org.
Let's just figure that one out. She must have thought I was an FTM.
I'm surprised that guy and that kid talked to you yesterday because they were fucking harping on transgender people and men are men and girls are girls.
Who's saying that?
That guy with his kids yesterday, right before I got back to the car. The one that told me the joke. He was talking a lot of shit about fucking how the society's going. You can't tell if it's a guy or a girl anymore. All the guys wear girl clothes.
He received a phone call from a stranger in Mississippi, desperate for help. He was an
kinda
Indian
obvious.
migrant worker who had been lured
Yeah, I
to
just
the
kinda
US
like
helping
nodded and
Signal
agreed.
International
Yeah,
to
okay.
repair oil rigs damaged by Hurricane Katrina.
You're definitely
In a
old
meeting
school.
at a local church and in gatherings afterwards, Signal learned that there were hundreds of men living in what Signal called man camps
I never saw
under
these before.
appalling conditions. They believed they were working towards green cards, but in reality, the men were temporary workers who Signal could send home at any time. Eventually, Sackett helped the men escape and led them
I wanna
on a
stop by
march to
my store
Washington,
before we go
D.C.
home
to
at the end of the
publicize
day,
their plight
or
and to have
after
them
we get
stay
home
in the
and come
U.S.
back.
Get
But
some
all along
squares.
the way, they were shadowed
Well, I'm
by
not doing it
agents
right now.
of
I know.
ICE,
I said later.
continually being discredited
that.
by
But I just
Signal.
wanted to grab the soda because it goes off sale tomorrow. And it's buy two, get three free again.
2023 book, The Great Escape. It's
Which means
now
it's
out
20
in
bucks for
paperback.
5,
I spoke
12
with him
bucks.
when the book came out. So
Which isn't
Sackett,
too
where
terrible,
met
but it's
you
still
in the years
too
after
much.
Hurricane Katrina
Put all
in
my stamps and
Louisiana,
everything in
where
that
you
new
were
bag so I
organizing and I was reporting.
get started on this
You
stuff. I
introduced
can
me to
know one at a
Peruvian
time.
migrant workers brought in to do the rebuilding and to African Americans displaced
I'm in no
by
hurry.
the storm. And I distinctly remember you telling me your suspicions about Indian workers
I got my
who were stuck
Ameritrade
in
all
these
set up and
detention
everything
type
else.
camps, and
All I have to do is
you
call
remember
them.
thinking this couldn't possibly be true.
Yes, well, I
can't
remember
believe the
that.
bowling alley's closed today.
I think we met in New Orleans right around the time that I started getting these mysterious midnight phone calls from men who insisted on remaining anonymous, but told me found them, it turned out that my mysterious callers were just a few among 500 men.
And they were basically locked into these camps and only allowed out on the company bus. Describe the conditions they lived in.
They were working round-the-clock shifts behind barbed wire fences, living 24-hour trailer, and eating nothing more
Yeah, just got done
than
with their parade.
frozen rice.
Huh?
Recruiters charged them
Said I think they just got done with their
$20,000
parade.
apiece
Oh.
for green cards, but there were
Yeah.
never any green cards. The small, narrow window
Yeah.
they were given
Lindsay yesterday, I'm like,
was
does
on
that give you a pay
Sundays,
raise
they were
temporary?
allowed to go to
She's
church.
like,
Now,
no.
there were queues and
I'm like, I demand more money.
and even they
Board
would go
workers
to
like
church
that.
just to enjoy a small measure of freedom. When I got to that
Oh,
church
not enough.
for a clandestine meeting with 3 men, I
Or
was reaching for the doorknob, rehearsing my speech, opened the door, got ready to give the speech,